good morning, or whenever you're watching this. For me recording it, it's the morning. So I've never done this before, and I'm gonna wing it. So my name is Sprite. I am an avid crocheter. I absolutely love the art of crochet, but I also love vinyl crafts, and my mom and I scrapbook sometimes, and then I love drawing. And I love drawing portraits for the most part. And alcohol markers. I like alcohol markers. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's mostly me. Oh, I'm 22 at the time of recording this. I don't think I'll be turning 23 anytime soon. When you're watching this, I'm probably still 22. Yeah. Right now, I am in the parking lot of Joann's. I don't have any yarn for a specific project I'm going for, and I don't know what their sales are. I do know that my Joann's app likes to crash every single time I'm in there. So I'm gonna take a look through the app and see what they've got. If I see something that speaks to me, it speaks to me. If it doesn't, it doesn't. This girl's making wreaths next to me. The bad part of having ADHD is that I want to do everything all the time. Like, I want to go home and I want to finish crocheting. I've got my hexagon sweater currently in my purse that I'm working on. Ooh, that's one thing that I have to get. I have to get more yarn for my hexagon sweater. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get yarn for my hexagon sweater. Yeah. Because one skein is not enough for one side, which was really unfortunate because I thought it would be, because it's 1,000 yards. You would think that 1,000 yards would be enough to make half of a hexagon sweater. It's not. Like I said, still learning. Definitely still learning crochet. I don't know a lot about it. I do know that I love it though, and I will do it until the day I die. So yeah, let's go into Joann's. Oh, and the main reason I have to go to Joann's is because I really have to pee. And I really don't want to go into Kroger because it's a weird Kroger. Yeah, I'm gonna go into Joann's. Look to see if they have the hexagon sweater yarn that I'm making. And I'm gonna go pee. Sorry for the brief shopping montage. That was like really brief and low-key choppy. But I got another roll of my mandala yarn from Yarn Inspirations. Nope, just kidding. Haha, it's Lion Brand. It's Lion Brand. I'm working on this one currently, and then I actually have an unopened skein of this one, or a cake of this one, at home. But if one roll, also I lied, these are like 590 yards, not 1,000, because I was thinking of the like 1 pound, and those are 1,000, almost 1,100 yards. But I've got an unopened cake of this at home. If I have to get 2 of the other one, I'm gonna get 2 of the other one. So. And then I decided that I'm a little liar, and I am going to make little hanging plants for my first market later in October. So I got cotton for those. Joann's was having all of their big twist cotton on sale. Why is this one so much smaller? Oh, because it's multicolored. I hate it when they do like the multicolored is always so much smaller than the single colored. Like, I know it because it takes longer to make and it's harder to make, and I mean, so if it takes longer to make, that means it's gonna go for more. But I've only got 107 yards of this and 144 yards of this, and the white. But I'm gonna make little cotton hanging plants for like cars and stuff, and I'm gonna see how it goes. I had a 20% off total purchase, but my app keeps freezing every time I go in there. My app will not work in Joann's, which is stupid, but it's fine. It's fine. I never think to go take a screenshot of it or something before I go in. I'm just excited to go in, so I go in and then I forget that I don't have it. But I got some coupons at the end of my receipt. Utilize those. People need to utilize paper coupons more, especially the ones at the end of the receipt. I don't. But anyways, I'm headed over to Hobby Lobby because every week that I get paid, which is bi-weekly, so every week that I get paid, they have their 30% off yarn sale. 30 to 40% off. It jumps in between. Last week it was 2 weeks ago it was 30%. So I'm thinking that this week it's 40%, but I could be wrong. It could just be 30%. I also have the Hobby Lobby app, even though I don't enjoy supporting Hobby Lobby. I do it because they have the sales, but I never buy anything full price at Hobby Lobby. Ever. If it never goes on sale, I never buy it. Because I don't want them getting all of my money, which they do anyways, but I get more for it. Little victories. But my wallet's hurting pretty bad right now. So I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna get some of the 1 pound solid colors for the other half of my cardigans. I'm thinking like a gray, like a light gray for this one. And then I was thinking like my off-white, because I've got an off-white for this. I don't know, I might actually just keep the off-white. I still do off-white for this. But my off-white's pretty tangled, and it's currently being used in a project, so I need another one. I don't need another one. I don't need another one. But am I gonna get one? Probably. And I'm gonna look for more cotton for hanging plants. But I'm either gonna do pink or white. I'm gonna do white for the other side, because it's a simple enough color. It's a universal enough color. I don't have a big skein of gray. So I do need a gray, because I was gonna do black, but there's no black in this. It's just a really dark gray, and I don't want it to look weird. Since I have it here, I will show you my progress so far. I've been working on it consistently. Also, everyone's like, oh my god, it's so soft. And I'm like, honestly, I don't think this yarn is super soft. It could be softer. Leave that to the autism though. The autism will definitely put you through texture hell. It's pretty small still, but we're getting there. It's working up pretty nicely, but it's just been living in my purse. I fold it up all nice and neat, and then since I work in a daycare, when my kids are napping, I don't want to be on my phone, because if I'm on my phone, I'm looking at my phone, but if I'm crocheting, I'm not looking at my crochet. So if a kid needs me, I am only crocheting, and a lot of the times they'll ask me what I'm doing. I'm like, if you lay down, I'll tell you what I'm doing, but you have to lay down for all of nap, and then they do it. I'm gonna wait for these old ladies to get out of their car and go in before I go in, because they're making me uncomfortable, and I don't wanna have to like be looked at funny, even though I'm already looked at funny. If I can help it, I won't be. There's geese! Hi, buddies! Almost got hit. That's okay though. Someone needs to pay my student loans. It's not gonna be me. September, but my mom will flip her shit if she sees those. I am so sorry for not like shopping vlogging. I just met the sweetest woman that I'm pretty sure is just an absolute angel who was meant to meet me in the Hobby Lobby. So we were in the yarn aisle. I run into her cart because the aisles in Joann's are small and they're dark in the yarn section. I don't know why they don't have lights in the yarn section, but they don't. And I was looking at her colors and I'm like, oh, those are really pretty pastels. And I was thinking that, and then I run into her cart. I'm like, great, I have to talk to people now. And I look up and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And she's like, no, I'm sorry, my cart was in the way. I'm like, no, these aisles are so small. I was just looking at the colors and I was like, these are so pretty. And she's like, yeah, do you crochet? I was like, yeah, I do. And she's like, what do you make? And I was like, well, I make a little bit of everything. I make whatever makes me happy and whatever makes my friends happy. I make a lot of things for them. And she's like, oh, that is so sweet. I'm like, so I make a lot of plushies and my grandma makes a lot of blankets and I learned from her. And she's like, oh, that is so cool. My mom taught me one stitch and I've kept it my whole life. And I was like, that's exactly what my grandma taught me. She's like, I don't know if I can teach you because I've been doing it my whole life, but I can do it and you can just watch. And so I did, and I learned. And that's what got me into crochet, and that's been almost 2 years now. And I was like, that is so sweet. Like, that is so sweet of her to teach you. She's like, yeah, it's the ripple stitch. And I was like, I love the ripple stitch. And I was like, that's what my grandma does in her blankets. She does that in the shell stitch. She's like, oh, I make like lap blankets for people in wheelchairs, and I make baby afghans, and I make little shawls for like kids and stuff. I was like, that is so cute. That is adorable. She's like, yeah, right now I'm working on one for one of my friends who was just put in a wheelchair, and there's always a third one. Anyway, sorry for that. I was trying to make it through that sneezing, but I kept talking and the sneeze kept getting closer. It was nice to meet someone so relaxing in the yarn aisle, in a place that I don't necessarily want to be at. I don't really enjoy Hobby Lobby. I don't like how it's laid out. I don't like how dark the yarn section is. I do not like how skinny the aisles are. I don't even like the smell in there. I genuinely don't like Hobby Lobby. Not just because they support people in functions that I don't agree with. It's just that I just don't like the store. I was already having a bad time. I just want to get out of there. But I know that I can get the yarn I need for cheaper. And I know it'll last, and I know that I like it. My grandma shops at Hobby Lobby though, so I can't hate it too much. Or she won't take me yarn shopping. But yeah, so we were talking and she's like, yeah, I was making like a neon lap blanket for one of my friends, and I was just sitting in the waiting room at the doctor's office, and there's this little baby in a stroller, and her mom was like, oh, she was just adopted. She just came from China, so she's not like really used to it over here. She's not comfortable. She doesn't sleep with like a blanket or anything. And she's like, oh, can I show her? Can I show her the colors? And she's like, yeah. So she like handed the lap blanket out, and the kid immediately wrapped herself in it. And she was just in love with the blanket. The mom was dumbfounded. And the lady, whose name is Joanne, I live in a broad enough city that Joanne is fine. But she was so sweet. She was so sweet. We were talking, and she's like, yeah, I make red, white, and blue ones for veterans. I make Christmas ones. I make pastel ones. I make neon ones. I make like whatever colors I want. And it's just fun, and it's easy, and it's all I know how to do. And I was like, that's sweet. That's really sweet. And then we started talking like what else we did. And she's like, oh, well, I work with one of my friends who has an outdoor nursery. And she was supposed to open last weekend, and she didn't. And I was like, that really sucks. Because like the weather's been shit lately where I am. I don't blame her. She's like, I've got some potted plants. Like, do you want them? Like, I was like, yeah, of course I want potted plants. I mean, I won't use them. They'll just take up space in my house. And I'm like, she's like, do you like sell things or anything? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to my first craft show in October. And she's like, oh, cool. Do they have like plant sellers there? I'm like, I don't know. I've never actually been, but I've been looking. And she's like, oh, well, if you want, I've got these succulents that are not going to get used, and they're not going to find a home if no one takes them. We meet in the parking lot of Hobby Lobby. And she gives me the cutest fucking succulents ever. She gave me this one where he matches his dish. The way he is shaped and formed, he matches his dish. He is precious. This one has glow-in-the-dark stones in it. And she's like, you can take the stones out. You can do whatever you want. Like, look at him. He is precious. He is thriving. He is growing. Look at his stones. He's so freaking cute. And I was like, he even matches this little cactus pot. And she's like, yeah, I got it at a garage sale. I'm like, Joanne, you're fucking cool. So yeah, I'm taking them home. And they're gonna live with me. She's like, they take forever to grow, but I mean, they sell at markets for like $3. And I'm like, they're gonna live in my home. And she's like, you have a safe place to keep them, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, the cactus is gonna live in my cup holder. And I'm gonna hold that little guy in my lap. This one. I'm gonna hold this guy in my lap. She's like, oh, he's pretty steady. He should be able to make it on his own. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Still gonna hold him. But yeah, sorry for like the lack of shopping. She's like, well, I'm almost done. I'll meet you outside. And I'm like, okay, I gotta hurry now. But I got what I needed. And I got things to make stitch markers. And I think they're gonna sell pretty well. And I'm gonna head back to Dollar Tree. I'm gonna get a candle that I need for my dog. And I'm gonna get like the little tins. Like the little tins of, they're just like the square metal tins. Like an Altoids tin. Like a mint tin. And I think I'm gonna finish up my half of the hexagon sweater, and then I'm gonna make some stitch markers. Oh, and I gotta go to my storage unit and get the rest of my jewelry making things, because I only got a couple things for making stitch markers. And I know I've got a fuck ton of jewelry making things. I don't know what time it is. It is cloudy, and I can't tell the time of day from the sun. Probably lunchtime. I told myself, I'll go home and I'll just relax while the girlfriend's at work. No. I'm gonna stay in town all day like I said I wouldn't do, because I didn't want to stay here for 8 hours, and I'm pretty sure it's like noon now. I don't know. It's been a day. And I still have to go to freaking Walmart, where my friend works. An hour away. Drive an hour back. And drive an hour home. It's fine. It's fine. These things from Dollar Tree smell really good. White sage, water lily, and musk. Yeah. It smells pretty good. I'm starting my own, like, don't look at my back seat. It's like all garbage. I cleaned it out. The problem is the garbage bag is like right here. So the first thing you see is garbage. But I'm starting my own like tree shrine. I didn't expect this one to hang so low. But I got my evil eye. He's a little lopsided, but that's okay. Starting my tree shrine. I've got another one of these in my car, but unopened. I have 2 more of these and 3 more of another scent that are shaped like that one. And then I got a vent clip of fresh linen from Dollar Tree. Now I'm gonna go across the street and get a McDonald's root beer. Yeah, it's probably about noon. The McDonald's line's fucking long. Maybe I won't go to McDonald's. I'll go somewhere else and get something to drink. Regardless, I need something to drink, and I need to go to Dollar Tree. And I don't need to go and get my game, but will I? Probably. Because if I don't do it today, I won't do it at all. But first, I'm gonna go see what time it is. And I'll be back when I know what time it is. It is 11:18. It's not even 11:30. Maybe I'm gonna go across the street to the market. Get some yogurt bites. Those are good. Are they meant for babies? Yeah. Are they good? Yeah. But the snack that I had was like freeze-dried fruit. Mixed fruit. The bananas were okay. They freaked me out a little bit. I did not enjoy the strawberries. I already don't like strawberries. And they look scary. They look terrifying. Focus. It's fine. You get the idea. And I didn't try the raspberries. They look like poops. This looks like a dog poop. Coming from a Chihuahua owner. Like, this banana does not look good. But it could just be the freeze drying process. Because I know bananas brown like pretty fast. If I get sick later, I know why. I'll go through my Hobby Lobby yarn later. I got shit to do. I'll keep you updated on where I go. I don't know where I'm going yet, though. We'll see. I know it's been a while since I recorded, but finally getting to editing the video. My hair's a mess. I'm in a Staples parking lot editing this because I don't have like the software or anything. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for tagging along in my first video. And I'll see you guys in the next one, whenever that may be. But I'll be here, so you better be too. Alright, thank you. Thank you.